So here come Liverpool. And number 3 in line, Terry McDermott, and all Liverpool fans will be wondering just what difference he's going to make to this semi-final setup here tonight. To be followed out by Arsenal in their traditional red and white, playing their 7th game in 3 weeks, but seemingly getting stronger all the time. And you can be sure that they will get a very warm welcome indeed from their fans. So welcome tonight to Villa Park for this FA Cup special. This famous ground well filled again for episode 3 of this Arsenal-Liverpool semi-final affair. But for the first time, there is now a new factor. Terry McDermott, as I've said, Footballer of the Year, returns to the Liverpool side after injury. He missed the earlier semi-finals at Hillsborough and the first replay here, and his drive in midfield could be so vital tonight. So Liverpool are getting back to full strength, as well as Terry McDermott. Fullback Alan Kennedy, who returned for the goalless draw at Crystal Palace on Saturday. He's also included. Sammy Lee gets the number 8 shirt, and David Fairclough is the Liverpool substitute. As for Arsenal, they rested 4 of their players in the 1-1 draw with West Bromwich Albion and Highbury on Saturday. And now John Devine is at left-back with Sammy Nelson still out. And the scare about Willie Young's fitness obviously has come to nothing. And Arsenal have named Steve Walford as their substitute. The referee tonight is Pat Partridge from County Durham. And so the saga gets underway again, but a full start. Ball not played forward there. And now it's Arsenal get us away, attacking the goal to our left in those red and white shirts. Liverpool tonight in the change strip of white shirts and black shorts. And the tension, just where will it show itself tonight? Sunderland right through, and a goal! A goal for Arsenal on my watch, 10 seconds. What an amazing start to a semi-final. There can't have been another one like it. Well, Ray Clements absolutely stunned, and no wonder. Well, Alan Sunderland, who scored that dramatic winner for Arsenal at Wembley in the dying minutes last year, look what he does here. The ball bobbles favourably for him, but my word, he hits it quickly wide of Ray Clements, and Arsenal unbelievably in the lead with only 10 seconds gone. Well, the Arsenal fans who've come up the M1, M6 can hardly believe it, and it's stunned the whole of Merseyside. O'Leary getting it away, wondering where the tension was going to show itself, and it showed itself of all the unexpected places there, right at the heart of that Liverpool defence. And Arsenal had scored even before Pat Jennings had had a touch of the ball. Talbot, John Devine, the young Dubliner, Graham Ricks, inside again for Sunderland. Played on again that time, but Stapleton had tried to get back into an onside position. The ball was played too firmly in any case. There was an offside. Well, this big Villa Park crowd is still trying and work out exactly what happened there in those first 10 seconds. Willie Young up and heading that one away for Arsenal. What a boost for the London team. And Alan Hansen here playing it gently back to Ray Clements. But it's been the quality of Liverpool's play over the years that nothing seems to ruffle them. And there's a long, long way to go yet. Arsenal's throw. It's with O'Leary. And now Liverpool's throw. And just listen to those Liverpool fans. That's the sort of support their team needs at the moment. It's a free kick now for Liverpool. The two Kennedys are over it. Might well be that classic left boot of Ray Kennedy, hitting it in low this time though. Brady only half getting it away. Souness trying to get a shot in, and just wide of that Arsenal goal. Arsenal permitting Graham Souness a fair amount of time there to take possession of it, play it there, look up, and let's see how near it was. Too close for comfort, really. Thompson versus Stapleton. Kennedy across very quickly. David Johnson jumping but beaten in the air well there by Willie Young, and a foul there on Frank Stapleton by Graham Souness. A free kick to Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, aiming to be the first side to get to Wembley on 3 successive years. Last of the whistle from Pat Partridge, and Brady finds Talbot. Stapleton covered there by Hansen, but Stapleton getting around his man. The little chip cross coming in towards Brady's left foot, and it hung just a little too high there for the little Irishman. But surprising to find another gap appearing in that Liverpool defence. 10 minutes gone, and Arsenal leading by an amazing opening goal by Alan Sunderland. Phil Thompson to Ray Kennedy. Well, they were hustling up ahead, but the barrier was there, and it was David O'Leary, but he took it too far and lost it to Souness. Here's McDermott, a touch for Lee. On again for Terry McDermott. Back for Sammy Lee for Liverpool. Here's Neil, played in again towards Dalglish, turned across there, and Brady, as cool as you like. Oh, and maybe a little too cool for one or two Arsenal fans, because there was so little to spare for Pat Jennings. Just look at the man's nerve here after Dalglish had cut that in, and the white shirts are converging, and there was just enough time for Jennings. Phil Neal to Terry McDermott. Thompson. Neil, Ray Kennedy. Alan Kennedy has gone outside him, and Souness has found him. Gone past the challenge of Brady. Alan Kennedy playing it in there, and well, trying to get another shot in, but it was right-footed and way off the mark, and it's fallen for Sammy Lee, who's got Neil in support. And Liverpool looking very formidable at the moment as the shot by Souness finishes high behind the goal. They've certainly overcome that early shock, and they are pushing men forward, and it seems they're getting a bit of space in and around that Arsenal penalty area. Phil Thompson. And Willie Young, slightly fortuitous there in finding Graham Rix. And it was a handball in any case. It's Lee with it now. Johnson. Flicked inside for Phil Neal. Back again for Lee. Souness in a bit of space in the middle, with Brady closing him down quickly and beating Souness. A little touch there for Stapleton. And an advantage played. And another advantage played. Well, whatever you think, the referee's giving this game every chance. And it's Hansen on the ball again now for Liverpool. Johnson, Willie Young's header away, terrific atmosphere, and a really competitive game as you'd expect. Kennedy on the far side now for Liverpool. Price getting that one away, digging it out for Arsenal. Souness finding Lee available, and on this side Hansen's available, but Lee finds Souness again. Oh, and Talbot got a smack in the face, and Brady went in hard. That's a yellow card for Brady. That was retaliation, I think, because something he felt that had happened to Talbot. May have been an elbow, and Brady telling Pat Partridge that he maybe should have penalised the Liverpool number 11. But there's no way of knowing when arms and elbows are swinging whether it's intentional or not. But Talbot is still recovering on the ground as Brady goes into the book with a yellow card. Just over 20 minutes of the match gone, and Arsenal leading by 1-0. But since that goal, in fact, Liverpool have had much the better of the game territorially. Phil Neal swinging that one in. Brady helping it out. Alan Kennedy playing it wide to David Johnson. He's gone between two of them, and Johnson with a chance to cross it again, but hits it straight at Stapleton. Liverpool claiming that it hit Stapleton on the hand. The referee didn't want to know. Neil playing it wide again, McTurbet battling to keep that one in play. Neil, Hansen. Still those white shirts of Liverpool come forward looking for that equalising goal. Stapleton on that challenge. Kennedy, lovely skills on the ground there, and a pass into space here for Lee. Swung in and across that Arsenal goal again. Stapleton right back there. McDermott with a shot! Oh, a marvellous save by Jennings. McDermott can't believe it, and I think the majority of people here can't either, because as that came swinging in, and the corner's already taken, what a save that was by Pat Jennings. Well, the corner was successfully cleared by Arsenal. Lee putting Dalglish away. And across the face of that Arsenal goal that time. Well, you've got to hand it to Liverpool. They've really come back like true champions from that early goal. They've had the better of it, and it took a really mighty save from Pat Jennings to keep them behind. Souness, Dalglish, and again a man spare down this side for Liverpool. And here's Johnson, spotting the possibilities there with McDermott really herring into the middle for him, still with Johnson. And it might yet come. Brady right back there again, just turning it back to Jennings. Certainly no wasting of time as far as Liverpool's concerned, and the ball will now come for Kennedy. It's Alan Kennedy to Graham Souness. Back patiently there to Alan Hansen. Aimed once more at David Johnson, nodded down by him towards Sammy Lee. It wouldn't quite come quickly enough to him. And what's happened? It's a corner. So a corner for Liverpool. Phil Thompson up again. And the fist didn't quite connect, and McDermott's shot was way off the target. A quarter of an hour of the first half remaining. Arsenal leading by 1-0, scored by Alan Sunderland in the opening seconds of the game. The Arsenal bench just wondering how much longer they can hold out. But I would think fairly optimistic. Although here's Dalglish. Johnson back for Phil Neal. Not a handball. Yes, it was a handball. Well, it looked to me as though that hit Pat Rice on the chest, but a referee who was immediately behind him, I think, took the word of a linesman. And optimistically, Graham Souness has played the ball right forward there. He's got to come back 3 or 4 yards. Well, whether it was handball or not, there is absolutely no question. This provides something of an opportunity for Liverpool, and they might be saying, if only we got Jimmy Case in the side now. Well, as it is, they've got some magnificent strikers of a ball. McDermott is going to be Ray Kennedy. Oh, that wasn't one of his better strikes, and it's a goal kick. So Jennings again with the kick for Arsenal. Again, this relentless Liverpool machine comes forward again. At the moment, they've really got Arsenal in a grip, but they still can't get that equalising goal. Thompson. Ray Kennedy. Oh, it was Liam Brady who got that one away. He's gone past Phil Thompson. He tried to get past Phil Neal, and he's having a little bit of a square up with him, as you probably saw. And it's Souness coming away for Liverpool. To Terry McDermott, played back here for Sammy Lee. Here's Neil again, inside for Phil Thompson. Again, they pushed a lot forward. And now Souness with the shot, again wide of the mark. In fact, Liverpool have hit most of their balls from outside the penalty area. They've not really made what you would call a gilt-edged chance inside the penalty area for the likes of Kenny Dalglish. And so Pat Jennings takes another goal kick. And it's Liverpool's throw. Souness, Neil, fooled Graham Rix there. He's found Kenny Dalglish, hit on the turn there first time. Price. It's with David Johnson, back for Alan Kennedy. There's a good-looking cross coming in, and also a good header away by David O'Leary. Johnson playing it back here this time for Hansen. More pressure on this Arsenal defence, and again O'Leary is equal to it as the ball comes to Brady. That's the ball for Sunderland, and a handball there by Alan Sunderland. Another free kick for Liverpool just when it looked as though Arsenal might have a chance to break away. And Sunderland has done a silly thing. He's thrown the ball towards the referee in his disappointment, and that's going to mean a yellow card. So 2 Arsenal yellow cards, Liam Brady and Alan Sunderland. And Phil Thompson will take the free kick for Liverpool, which means the ball hoisted again towards that Arsenal penalty area. Played in by David Johnson. Rice getting it away. Price hoping to get it away, and a handball there by David Price right on the edge of the penalty area. So another chance for Liverpool to have a pop at goal. Direct free kick. With 10 minutes to go to half-time, a massive Arsenal wall of 6 players joined by David Johnson being persuaded back. Required distance by Pat Partridge. Phil Neal running over it. Ray Kennedy hitting it straight into the wall though. Souness trying a little chip there towards Dalglish and Lee. Lee crossing it back in well. And Ray Kennedy's header going there for Pat Jennings. But we've got to within 7 minutes of half-time, and Arsenal, in spite of being bombarded for so long, are surviving. But they're still taking a long time with these free kicks and throws, as they are now. Again, the referee's looked at his watch. I think sooner or later he might feel warranted in taking a little more positive action about that. But at the moment, positive action from Graham Rix. No, he's lost it to the aggression of Graham Souness and the skill as well. And he's got men up there. Dalglish is in there, and Devine, the young Irishman, saving Arsenal with a brilliant piece of defence there when it looked as though Kenny Dalglish was right through. Here's the ball again coming in, this time from Sammy Lee, and that time grabbed by Pat Jennings. Well, a really brilliant piece of defence by Devine there. I really thought that Dalglish was in a position to put the finishing touch to that one. That's a corner. It's 4 corners Liverpool have had in this half, and Arsenal have yet to have their first. Sammy Lee with the corner for Liverpool, and a goal kick off Ray Kennedy's head. Talbot with a header, and Stapleton, and Brady, and Price is right up there. The ball was played, if anything, a little too quickly and not quite the right angle for Price. Liverpool so anxious to get back on level terms. And there's McDermott, but there again for Arsenal is O'Leary. But occasionally they are just getting caught a little bit square, Liverpool, and well pushed up their back four. But if somebody can be quick on the break for Arsenal, well, who knows? 2 minutes to half-time now as Johnson finds Souness for Liverpool. Brady again snapping at him. Again it's David Johnson. Again it's Souness for Liverpool. Again that floated cross there, this time towards McDermott. It across the face of the goal there. It might have gone to anybody. In fact, it went to David O'Leary. Thompson. Played in once more. Again David O'Leary's header. And Talbot beating McDermott for the challenge, and there is the break by Stapleton. Can Hansen get there first? He can. But it's that sort of break that might yet unsettle Liverpool again. Coming towards half-time now, but I fancy referee Pat Partridge might add on a few seconds at any rate. Offside there against McDermott to balance up the time wasting that Arsenal have shown taking throws and kicks. Again they're taking a long time, and again a studied look at the watch from referee Pat Partridge. Stapleton winning it well in the air. Ricks planting it forward again for Sunderland to try and get clear of Phil Thompson. And that's going to be Price's header! And it caused Ray Clemens to make another save. And Liverpool could so easily have been caught out there. The cross coming in there, and Price with the header. So we're right on half-time now. Linesman flagging, a foul there on Frank Stapleton, a free kick for Arsenal. They might wonder whether David Price might have done a little more with that header. But it's so unusual for Arsenal to be up in that Liverpool penalty area. Into 2 minutes of time added on for stoppages and time wasting. And Pat Rice being hustled back there. David O'Leary putting it forward again. This time Brady caught offside. Dalglish taking possession beautifully there for Liverpool. McDermott's up there with him. Rice struggling to get back, and Johnson is there. Turn back again. Willie Young stopping it first with his knee, but it goes back to Price again, or to Johnson again. And the whistle had gone in any case. And it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. Wait, nearly 2 minutes now of stoppage time. And there's the half-time whistle. And if you forget the first 10 minutes, there could hardly, territorially speaking at any rate, have been a more one-sided game than we've seen here. And welcome back to Villa Park for the second half of this second FA Cup semi-final replay. Liverpool in the white shirts attacking the goal to our left, and I suppose the legitimate question really could well be, can Arsenal now hang on to that one-goal lead scored so quickly in the game? And certainly on the evidence of that first half, they really might well face another pounding now as we start the second. Nobody can argue that they've got anything other than true value for money here tonight. In fact, I'm told that this is, of course, the third semi-final that Villa Park has housed this season, the second one between these two sides, and then West Ham and Everton before that, that they've taken something like £100,000 as their part in it. Which are very tidy pickings, but it's a grand stadium, and it's been well managed here tonight. And it's Pat Rice to take the throw for Arsenal, who've beaten Cardiff and Brighton and Bolton and Watford to get this far. with Liverpool getting past Grimsby, Nottingham Forest, Bury and Spurs. But in the light of the saga these two clubs have already had, those matches seem such a long time ago now. Brady playing it wide there, cut out by Lee. But only Johnson is up for Liverpool, but he's getting some support now. And he's brought down by Devine. But I think Pat Partridge thought about feeling for a card as he ran that way. And the length of that run has given him a little bit of time to think about it. No yellow card, but a free kick for Liverpool. And there's Neil playing it straight to Devine and back to Pat Jennings. Talbot. Ball out of play. It's a Liverpool throw. Neil planting it forward again for Dalglish's little touch, and the ducking header there from Pat Rice. Willie Young, here's Brady, and now Ricks, and an Arsenal throw. He's taking his time again. Neil's header, and Devine's. Neil to Lee, played in again there, but Willie Young. Price with the downward header, that'll fall for McDermott though, and he just tucks it away there for Phil Neal. Inside again for Lee, who picked up Alan Kennedy on this side. Sunderland coming back to help out. Still with Alan Kennedy. There's his shot, and Jennings behind it. Well, Kennedy thought that everybody else had been having a pop at the Arsenal goal. And as you can see, it opened up there nicely for him, but Jennings placed behind it. Dalglish with a backward header for Ray Kennedy. Souness for Alan Kennedy. Well, he's turned Pat Rice, and the cross just beyond that far post. Well, that's twice the full-back has got in on the action. Phil Neal had come forward so much in the first half, and it's Kennedy now doing it here. He turned Pat Rice, and there was so little to spare at the other end of that goal. So Arsenal are still there, sticking to this one-goal lead. Brady playing it forward, and suddenly they've got men up as Sunderland now find Stapleton. And that's where Liverpool might get caught on that sort of break. They're so anxious, pushing men forward and pushing men forward. And the little touch there by Sunderland, a nice little cushioned header. And Stapleton hit it first time, but just too high. Well, if people came here expecting a sterile game between two well-matched sides, they haven't quite got it. They've had a sensational opening, they've had a Liverpool onslaught, and they've had one or two threats from Arsenal, and a yellow card there for Phil Thompson for deliberately holding back David O'Leary. Devine, Phil Thompson's header for Liverpool, and you see how quickly again Talbot was breaking there. Brady right in there, played for Stapleton, a little touch back here for Ricks. And Frank Stapleton again taking it up for Arsenal. Devine hitting it first time. Sunderland tried to get the header in. Now Brady onto the left foot, and down goes Clements to save. Phil Neal. Lee. Thompson. Hansen. Dalglish, the little touch back for McDermott. Here's Alan Kennedy. Now can Dalglish get on the turn? He can. And McDermott with the shot, but it was deflected high by an Arsenal defender, gave Jennings time to catch it with comfort. On the far side is Stapleton, but Phil Thompson just finding those extra couple of inches to get up there and make the interception. Souness. Kennedy. Beautifully played ball, and again by Kennedy for Johnson. But Arsenal are still this one goal in the lead. But they face another corner. Phil Thompson coming up. Ray Kennedy, number 5, right in there, but Phil Thompson is the man who's deep that they might aim for. Phil Neal's coming in as well. And a deep one it is, and Jennings just clawing it away. It was Talbot who got the boot to it. Ricks doing well. Brady getting in there to challenge Phil Neal. Pat Rice, that was an almost anywhere sort of kick. But it's Hansen returning it. And now Sunderland, who's got Ricks up with him. He can stay on side. Could be an interesting break this for Arsenal, but Sammy Lee right back there. Great little competitor for Liverpool. But here's Arsenal again. 3 men, in fact, going for that ball, and they find Ricks with it. Hit at Clements, bouncing off his body. So they're in Liverpool making a substitution. David Fairclough is coming on, and Alan Kennedy, who was hobbling a moment ago, is off. So they swap an attacker for a defender, which is going to mean a slight reshuffle. Might well mean they drop Ray Kennedy back a little bit. No, they're dropping Sammy Lee to right back, and Phil Neal is coming across to left back. David Fairclough, of course, going up amongst the front runners. So Sammy Lee right back, Phil Neal left back for Liverpool. And there's Neal going straight into his left back position. And there's Lee in his right back position. Now, can this super sub do it again for Liverpool? It's Dalglish this moment, finding Johnson. And Lee in a bit of space here for Liverpool. The little chip in there. And it was Fairclough who was just wide. Well, his first real positive touch with the ball there. My word, he nearly did it again. There's still this goal behind Liverpool, and we're halfway through the second half. A place at Wembley at stake against West Ham. Neal, Thompson, Hansen. Dalglish chesting it there for Souness. Lee played in again for McDermott, and the whistle had gone. It must have been an offside against Terry McDermott. Sure, you can hear the Arsenal voices in the crowd at the moment, but it's Kennedy planting it forward again, and O'Leary, who's been quite magnificent getting it away, but it's only for a throw. It's Kennedy again for Liverpool. Turned by Johnson for Souness. And now for Dalglish on the turn, but Young is sticking so close to him. Dalglish has wriggled free and hits it straight at Jennings. You just mustn't let this man turn. Look how close Willie Young had stayed with him, but there was another turn coming up yet. There it is, just gives him that yard, but again hit straight at the keeper. The place is an absolute massive noise now as Liverpool try to urge their team on, and Arsenal fans are desperate that they keep that lead. Ricks, oh, good break again by Stapleton, played onside by Phil Neal on this side of the field. And now the flag's up on the other side. Brady hitting it into the net, but the flag was up way before Liam Brady hit that ball in, presumably for an offside. And there are now 16 minutes remaining. Phil Neal with the free kick. It'll come for Thompson, and that's far too high. It's a goal kick for Arsenal. Dalglish played for McDermott. He tried to take a quick shot there. Neil for Liverpool. Now Kennedy. A little cross coming in again, knocked off somebody's head. McDermott trying to readjust himself to get in a shot there. Brady winkling it away there, but Sammy Lee playing it back in there again. Now Kennedy with the shot, high over the bar there, and a goal kick. Bob Paisley in the centre there. They must be getting just a little agitated on that Liverpool bench now. I should think it's as nerve-wracking for them as it is for supporters and for players on the field. Here's Kennedy again for Liverpool. And again David O'Leary is there. Now it's for David Johnson for Liverpool. Rice backing away from him. Furious claims for a penalty there, but the referee didn't want to know. And Pat Jennings only too grateful to grasp that ball to his chest. 8 minutes remain. Hansen. Neil. Kennedy. Dalglish. No, it was Dalglish with that second shot, but you normally expect him to do better than that. And maybe the nerves have got through to Kenny Dalglish as well. I don't think anybody here can stand much more of this tension. It's absolutely amazing. 4 minutes to go. That's an Arsenal throw. And there's a bit of tension there, a bit of shouting. Nobody can hear. They say 2 minutes, but it's more than that. Ricks. And here's Phil Neal for Liverpool. They've held out for so long, Arsenal, with a really brilliant defensive performance. Can they hold out just these 2 or 3 minutes more? Devine going in there, but conceding a free kick for the challenge on Fairclough, and look how quickly Liverpool want to take it. McDermott's there, he's going to swing it into the box again, a low one this time, and it was Brady's header that got it away. Here's Ray Kennedy. 3 minutes to go. Neil playing it now for Thompson, playing it for Sammy Lee. Charged down by Stapleton, and every Arsenal fan on that far side, as you can see, gets up and applauds. But it's not over yet by a long way. Here's Lee again. Now Phil Thompson, hit high once more. The white shirts are all up there, but it's Willie Young who got it away. Brady couldn't get a touch. McDermott can, though, to Phil Neal. Played in by Hansen. O'Leary's header this time. Thompson, the Liverpool skipper there. Everybody bar Ray Clements well inside that Arsenal half now. Thompson once more for Liverpool. It's a matter of 2¼ minutes left as Thompson plays it in once more. Nodded forward again. O'Leary right in there, and Jennings right in there, and kicked away again, but the whistle had gone, and Liverpool again are swarming around. The referee claiming there should have been a penalty there. That's, I think, more in hope than anything else. So one Liverpool player in a bit of trouble there. Who is it? It's David Johnson. Well, this is how it all came about, and it really was frantic in that on that far post as Jennings came for it, and it was finally belted away there. What a dramatic finish to a night that's been full of emotion and drama right from the word go. It looks as though it may be a cut eye that Fairclough has got. Well, from now on, it's really conjecture how much time there is to go, as Fairclough is prepared to go on, but it looks as though it's the end of the night for David Johnson. So Liverpool are going to be with 10 men for what remains, and it's conjecture just how much does remain now, because we're over the 90 minutes. It really is now a question of just how much Pat Partridge, the referee, will add on for stoppage time. Pat Jennings with the kick for Arsenal. It's with Neil, his socks down about his ankles now. It's got to be last desperate challenge now for Liverpool. One last charge. Brady now dispossessing Phil Neal. Stapleton up there with him. The ball bouncing kindly for him, but Phil Thompson's going to be across there. And back it goes to Ray Clements. Everybody's eyes turns towards the referee again. But he's not even at the moment looking at his watch. We've played a minute of injury time. And the ball comes out to Lee. And Arsenal are close to making it an all-London final if they can hold on for just a few more seconds. A free kick for Liverpool. It's not over yet. McDermott hoisting it high again. Alan Hansen's right in there. And again, it's Talbot with a mighty boot away. Phil Neal underneath it. Played 90 seconds of time added on. Can Arsenal still hold out these last few seconds? Will Liverpool yet save themselves? McDermott with a shot, he cannoned off Willie Young. Souness looking to try and get a shot in. Willie Young belting it away again. Really is amazing stuff this now. Arsenal have been under the cosh for nearly all the night, but they are just a few seconds away from a third successive Wembley appearance with that goal right at the start by Alan Sunderland. The ball inside the Liverpool half again. The referee looking at both linesmen to see whether time is up. Neil playing it forward, hopefully once more. Returned with compliments by Willie Young. Phil Thompson playing it forward again. Dalglish getting ahead of there. Kennedy playing it back there. McDermott storming in on this one. Played here for Souness. How much more can anybody stand of this sort of tension? Nodded in again, and he might be there. Dalglish! Right at the last! They're off the Liverpool bench! And Arsenal were just seconds away from Wembley. And now, well, who knows? Kenny Dalglish has scored when the referee had added more than 2 minutes of injury time. Liverpool level at 1-1. There's never been a semi-final to touch it for drama. And we're going to get another 30 minutes of it now. Of that you can be absolutely sure. 30 minutes, of course, when Liverpool will play with 10 men. Touched on there, and always just that little bit out of Arsenal's grasp. O'Leary couldn't quite get up high enough. Souness heading it on. Nodded in once more, I think, there by Phil Thompson. And in the end, it falls for Dalglish to hit it from such close range. What a devastating blow for Arsenal, but what a tremendous moment of joy for Liverpool. So, 1-1. And hardly time, I would think, to get the game restarted before we get to extra time. Absolutely unbelievable. Except that it's all happening in front of us right here at Villa Park. As Souness now plays to Phil Neal. You never count Liverpool out until the last whistle has gone. Jennings quickly off his line, and he needed to be. 4 minutes of injury time played now. And here's Talbot going through, and the whistle has gone for the end of 90 minutes. Well, everybody needs a breather now. Arsenal won, scored in the opening seconds of the game by Alan Sunderland. Liverpool won, scored in the closing seconds of 90 minutes by Kenny Dalglish. So Don Howe needs to lift Arsenal again. And Bob Paisley just needs to keep Liverpool going the way they've been going, except, of course, they've got to play with 10 men now through extra time. Well, whichever of these two sides gets through to Wembley, who can argue that they deserve it? And all you can feel is a tremendous sorrow for the side that doesn't make it now. Well, I'm sure there have been semi-finals as dramatic as this, but I should think you could count them on the fingers of one hand. And they've got to urge some effort into the tired limbs of the Liverpool players there. There's somebody with a teapot wondering if anybody wants a cup of tea. And one or two of the Liverpool players are having them. And we start now the second period, or the first period of extra time, with Arsenal then attacking the goal to our left, with a score at 1-1, and what on earth awaits us now? I think it's not too much to say that when people talk about great games of football, they've seen that sooner or later somebody's going to say, yes, but were you there that night at Villa Park? Oh, Fairclough! Just kept it in, but there was a little moment of slackness there, that back pass for Arsenal, and Fairclough very nearly pounced on it. Who's the better prepared and who's got most left? It's a free kick for Arsenal. Brady. David Johnson has come out of the tunnel. It looks as though he wants to come back on again. There he is. He looks in a bad way, but he looks as though he wants to come back on, or at least to see what's going to happen. And Johnson is back on, and Liverpool are back to full strength. Souness. Johnson. Well, whatever his injury, he seems okay now. He must have heard the roars in the dressing room when that Kenny Dalglish equaliser went in. Oh, he's got a terrible eye there. Look, the right eye almost closed. His heart's still pretty big from all accounts. He's back on the field, and here he is again, David Johnson. Looking for an obstruction by Devine, but the referee kept his arms behind his back. To think it was in the time added on for injuries and stoppages that Arsenal got themselves caught. And although there was that long period when David Johnson needed attention, you just wonder if maybe they played some of those free kicks and throws a little quicker. Fairclough with a shot, saved by Pat Jennings. Well, super sub on the break. Jennings off his line, and perfect keeping. Left of this first period of extra time. Talbot. Oh, and Sunderland through. Stapleton up there with him. Still with Sunderland. No penalty. Everybody stopped there for a moment and had a look at the referee, but he just waved the play on. And here's David Johnson again, with Dalglish making a great run through the middle for him. Ricks coming back to help the defence for Arsenal. Lee. McDermott. Souness, the pace slackening just a little bit. And O'Leary away. Thompson up well for Liverpool. Souness. That might come for Ricks, and the ball bounced kindly for him too. And Talbot on this left-hand side, when in fact Stapleton and Sunderland made good breaks on the other side, which might have been more advantageous. So Liverpool coming again with Hansen, McDermott, and again McDermott, with Fairclough outside him. David Fairclough tried just a little too much. O'Leary for Brady, who seems to be struggling a bit, Brady. Oh, and that pass can easily come for Ray Kennedy. Oh! Oh! Well, that went through Jennings' hands. What a shot it was by Ray Kennedy. Here's the shot. Through Jennings' hands and off the top of the crossbar. Well, in the very first game at Hillsborough, Brian Talbot put one on top of the Liverpool crossbar, and now the compliment's been repaid. There's the corner, Stapleton up. Souness. The space here for Lee. Now Johnson. McDermott being shadowed by Brady. Here's Lee. Neil planting it in there again towards Dalglish. Oh, nice little overhead. Oh! And in the end, Stapleton only half got it away, and it cannoned back off another player and could so easily have gone into the goal. It's a free kick for Arsenal, though. All beginning with that overhead from Kenny Dalglish. Here comes that overhead kick, and it's Frank Stapleton, a forward right back there, who hits one of his own players until it's finally hooked away. Lee. Oh, there's Johnson again. He's only got one eye to look through at the moment, but he saw that through past beautifully and made a nice ball there for Dalglish. Well, for so long it seemed that Arsenal were going to make it. There's a nice ball played in there for Dalglish, and he whips in this shot. Hansen for Liverpool. Oh, that somehow bobbled its way through to Ray Kennedy. And a lovely ball by him to Johnson, played inside, first time to McDermott, and what a good save by Jennings. Brilliant piece of football from both sides there. Played in quickly, McDermott meeting it first time, Jennings superb. The first 15 minutes of extra time are over. And by rights, the team should cross straight over and get on with the second period. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1, and 15 minutes now remaining. David Johnson's gone across to the far side for some more treatment. And it's a brave man now who would tell you which way this semi-final is going to go. Standing at 1-1. And I dare say hardly a soul has moved. Although I suppose a few might have dodged away before that Liverpool equaliser right at the end of 90 minutes. Well, what they're missing now, as we get away now for this second period of extra time. Just 15 minutes remaining to decide, if it will be decided tonight, that is, who goes through to meet West Ham at Wembley. Souness for Liverpool. And the Arsenal fans still in very good heart. Disappointed though they must be that it's come to this. Still at 1-1 when it looked for so long as if it was going to be 1-0. And here's Johnson, stopped by Willie Young. What a good game he's had. Brady. Talbot. That's an Arsenal throw. No, the linesman flagged Arsenal. The referee said no, it just clipped off Brady. It's a Liverpool throw. Stapleton. It's Ricks playing it forward again. Talbot. A few Arsenal players are up. My word, the tiredness there. Ricks again. Brady. Rice has made a galloping run on this side of the field, and Talbot is right in there once more. But it's now McDermott for Liverpool. Forward again. O'Leary back to Jennings. Johnson again. Here's Ricks. Here's Sunderland. He started the fireworks on the night. Is he going to finish them off? No, that came against Alan Hansen, and Stapleton couldn't get in there either, and the ball safely back for Liverpool with Ray Clements. Souness. McDermott to Hansen. Hansen again. 11 minutes left as Hansen drives that free kick in there. Ray Kennedy coming in there. And Fairclough trying to get in there also. And the whistle has gone. Pat Jennings has put it round the post. And there was a Liverpool infringement giving Arsenal the free kick. It's now with Hansen for Liverpool. Driven in there once more. Dalglish. Dalglish! And actually wide off an Arsenal defender. That was amazing. They're going to take the corner. As Jennings waits now, well, I don't think anybody can take much more of this now. It's absolutely amazing because that looked as though Dalglish was going to be perfectly placed to put Liverpool 2-1 ahead. A long corner taken by Jennings. Terry Neal banging away there on that board. Come on. And you could be sure the same thing is going to happen at the other side on the Liverpool bench. We're inside the last minute of extra time. Arsenal have got a free kick. And it may not be over yet. 1-1 the score, with Arsenal scoring right at the start of the night through Alan Sunderland. Kenny Dalglish getting that equaliser right at the finish. And there's the ball safely into the arms of Ray Clements, but the whistle had already gone for an infringement. And we're left with 30 seconds. And really not a lot of time to be added on, I would think, for stoppages this time. Fairclough stopped by Talbot. And that's a throw which way? Well, it doesn't matter. The final whistle has gone, and who will forget this night at Villa Park? An amazing semi-final replay as Phil Neal and Brian Talbot embrace each other there. That's the night it's been. A more gruelling and gripping semi-final would be hard to imagine. Liverpool won, Arsenal won, with the goal scorer Alan Sunderland for Arsenal and Kenny Dalglish right at the end for Liverpool. David Fairclough with one eye closed, but everybody here with both eyes open and enjoying a really stupendous night of football. So, with the final score 1-1 and a replay to come again now at Coventry on Thursday,